This is the Besotted Pride of West London podcast. So we're coming to you at the end of the England-Wales game. England's final game of the groups here in Qatar. The final score, England 3, Wales 0. Wales are off home. England are into the next round against Senegal. And the thing about it is England scored 3 tremendous goals in this game. Rashford, what a goal. His first goal, a free kick. Second goal, the Foden, creeping into the back post. Well taken goal and well executed. And then the Rash again, back in there for the third goal. Absolutely tremendous. And as you can hear, the England band are playing, the fans are singing. His head's massive. Harry Maguire. What a vibe in the stadium. It was flat, I have to say, in the first half. But the fans weren't particularly happy with what was going down. But they held their own. The second half, they turned it around. And as I said before, all we need to do is just get out of this group. Doesn't matter how we did it, but we've done it with a bit of panache. Because we've scored, 6, 7, 8, 9 goals or something like that, you know, and haven't let in very many. So I'm very happy with that. So this is all good. So tell me something. Tell me, how good was that?
Brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Half time. Were you think it's going to be same old? Or were you confident?
I was confident we were going to win 2-0 anyway. Yeah, definitely.
I said 3-0.
So you think?
I said
see, they're all arguing amongst themselves. I said 7-0. Like I'm saying.
Yeah. Brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. We're back.
That's right.
We are back.
That's right. So the Senegal's next up on the cards as well for England as well. Could be a tough game. But we've got to take anyone on, don't we?
Yeah, big physical side. We play our football. We should have a good chance.
That's right.
All right.
Right. So you're gonna have a good night tonight then.
Oh yes. Yes,
all
mate.
right. Good. So what a result at the end, eh? What a result.
Yeah, great result. Great. A little bit disappointing at half time to hear a few people booing. It was always going to be a bit tight first half. They came clearly trying to just contain us. Came at the second half at the start, and we just tore them apart from there, really. Good performance, what more can you say? Played really well, and the players that came on as well did their bit. You know, Grealish was lively when he came on, Wilson did well when he came on. Just an all-round good team performance, and got to be happy with it. Hopefully we can go on now and do the same against Senegal.
Made a few changes today. You know, we had Grealish came on as a sub as well, but he made a few changes today. Did you think that made a difference to the side, or do you think, whatever, we would have done the same thing?
Well, you know what, I think that's one of our strengths is we've got the squad, we've got some really good players. You bring in Foden, you bring in Rashford, it freshens things up a little bit. No disrespect to Saka, I'm sure Saka would have had a good game too. And, ultimately, it's what we're here to do, isn't it? We've got the squad, we've got the quality across the squad. Using the players, giving people a chance on the pitch pays dividends, doesn't it? It gives everybody's fighting for that place in the next game, and I think that's what made the difference more than anything, really. It's not about the 11 on the pitch, is it? It's about the 26 in the squad and them all working together and all getting their chances, and then hopefully as the tournament progresses, that strength that we've got will see us through to hopefully the quarter-final, and then who knows.
What a result, England 3-0 here. England fans still buzzing. I'm coughing because I've been singing so much. My voice has gone. Fans are actually staying behind, even though it takes forever to get out of here. We thought everyone's just staying behind and lapping it up because we are through to the next round. We're through to the knockouts. A very important thing. We just had to get over that line. But we didn't just step over the line. We're like 20 yards ahead of it, aren't we?
Yes. No, absolutely. And we could have scored more goals as well, to be honest with you, Billy. We looked really good going forward. I was quite frustrated, as many were on last week against the US. But today, we looked very good. And Wales didn't know how to cope with us in that second half. And it looks really positive. We got a strong Senegal side in the next round. But playing like that, I'm very positive that we'll get through and do the business and get through to the quarters.
And just coming back to, obviously, the second half we played very well. The first half, again, you could argue that we just caged it up, and they had to come at us eventually. There's been a lot of criticism about the England team after that USA performance. Do you think it was justified?
I would say so personally, yes, absolutely. I think there was a lot of players that didn't turn up for the game or against the USA. maybe Southgate as well could have made a few substitutions a bit earlier as well. Maybe Grealish, Foden could have changed the game. I thought, especially Foden played very well today. So yes, I do think they were justified. I know there's a few boos on last week's game as well. Maybe not so much that was justified, but there was a bit of frustration in that game.
And like I said to you, it's the Senegal game. Senegal. The Senegal. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be coming there. It's not going to be easy. They're tough. They're strong. You saw what they did in the qualifiers as well. They scared a few people and they scored a few goals. How do you think we're going to cope with them?
I think we're going to do very well. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think we'll win. I think it's 2-1 England, I would say personally. But what we're going to do is just make sure we get an early goal, put the pressure on them from the start and see where we go from there. And I'm very confident that we'll do the job on them.
Very good. Listen, I'm going to catch up with you very, very soon anyway.
Perfect. Thank you, Billy. Have a safe flight home. Take care.
Listen, I've got characters here in the house. We've got the Jordan, or we've got him crutches as well. Jordan crutches, because when we were in Kosovo, he was on the crutches, like, you know what I'm saying. But the crutches have been disposed of. They've gone now, like, you know, long gone John, like, you know what I'm saying. So Jordan in the house here today. You are one of the late comers to this one, because what you did is you said, hold on a second, I'm thinking they're going all the way. So you've left out the first two games and you've come and jumped in on the last game, which is the Wales game. What kind of strategy is that?
Well, I hope it's a good one, Bill. We went Russia and we came out for the group stage, and then we had to fly home and come back for the semis. So we thought this time we've got a good chance, and obviously the last game was Wales. Added a bit of spice to it, and from what I've seen, I don't see any reason why we ain't going all the way. We look good.
That's right. I mean, you've been back at home, so you're there for the first two matches back at home. What was the vibe back there? Because for us, we've seen a lot of negativity coming out for various reasons. Negativity over Qatar, negativity over the World Cup, negativity over everything, and then negativity over England because they didn't beat USA 74-0 in that last game.
Do you know what? I understand why people are a bit negative about the World Cup being here, but you know, you've got to go and experience these things for yourself, I think. And being at home, you know, watching it in a pub, you know, the Iran game was 1 or 2 o'clock on a Monday. Struggled to get up for it. USA was obviously weren't a great game, but you just can't beat being out here, can you? I mean, this was the first game I've been in Qatar, and I thought the matchday experience was pretty good on the whole. I've only had a couple of drinks, but it didn't really have an impact that I thought it might. So I can see why people are negative, but it's the same with England, isn't it? It's always negative, and then we'll get in the knockout, and now
everyone's potty.
Where are we watching the next one? Can we get to a quarter? Can we get to a semi? So hopefully everyone's on the same page now.
Yeah, and you talked about your match day experience. I mean, you flew in today. What did you do today? Because we went on the tourist tip today. We did the souk, which is wicked, like, you know, the traditional souk area. We went down there with all the locals, and there's a lot of football fans there as well. And then we went down the Corniche, which is like a sort of kind of a strip down by the waterfront. And then we went down there onto the river, and that's where some guys snapped me taking a selfie, and it ended up on the BBC website as well, like, you know, which is quite mad as well. And I think we're in the Daily Mail as well, like our crew in the Daily Mail article for this one as well. So there's been all sorts of stuff going on as well. So check it out as well. I think there's a BBC TV interview that I did this morning on BBC Breakfast TV, which I'll probably put up on Billy the B99 Instagram when I get a chance, actually. But there's been all sorts going on. But that was our little day. It was a touristy day. Then we took the boat across to the West Bay as well, which was actually wicked. We caught it just at sunset, so all of a sudden the lights started to come down. The lights in those futuristic buildings started to go up. It was absolutely bonkers. So it was a touristy day. We didn't have a beer until we got to one of our friends, Gaffs, who he's got a licence, so he's able to get beers in.
He's a good bloke to know.
Oh, yeah, very good bloke to know. So we had a bit of a party 15 minutes from the stadium here as well, which is wicked. So it was a perfect day for us, and we walked around here. How was your match day experience?
Well, we flew out from Dubai at 2:50. One of the lads missed the flight because he didn't check in, so that's his own fault, I think. But we flew out. We had to wait at the airport for him, but we got some food, went to an extortionately priced bar in the Hilton called Shots, kind of one of the places that there are a lot of football fans in there. But I think the next game on Sunday we're going to try and see a bit more of Qatar, because we're staying in Dubai. We managed to find some happy hours last night. You know, I've never been Dubai, never been Qatar, so we're trying to kind of tick off, you know, various places in the area. We're in Dubai till Sunday, so we'll be flying in again, I think. Maybe Sunday mornings, maybe Saturday night. We don't know yet, but it was pretty seamless, to be fair. Like for me anyway, because I got on the flight. It was only 45 minutes, and you know, these things are difficult to arrange with so many fans. Like, we got an Uber to the ground. I know you said you got an Uber, then a train, and then a bus, and it takes ages. But on the whole, I mean, the result obviously makes it better, but I was quite pleased with how things went. I thought it was reasonably well organised, other than the very expensive beer. But if you don't like it, don't come out here. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you're staying in Dubai. Does that mean you're on a 24-hour, or you stay?
It's not going to be far off. So 3:50 flight home, but the two of the lads are on a 4:50, so we've got to wait for them at the airport. Drive back, so I reckon we'll be 7-8 in the morning back home. So yeah, not far off actually, not far off 24 hours.
All right. Well, listen, I'll catch up with you in one of the next rounds as well. I'm actually jetting back to London, and I'm going to be doing a podcast from there, just talking to people from out there. I might even just get you to just send some vibes over us what's been going down.
No worries,
you know what I'm saying, and send it back to the people out there. Then I'll be back out. As he says that with his fingers crossed for the quarterfinals, as you do, just to finish off the job.
We should be all right. I mean, it's going to be a tough game, Senegal, but I wanted to play them because I've never seen us play them, and obviously we played Ecuador in 2006.
Ecuador?
Yes, so I'm happy. Like, it's going to be a tough game, but I think we've got enough, haven't we, to get through that, and hopefully bring on the French.
Bring on the French. So listen, we got the Wednesday boys in the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You flip me up because I was going to Wednesday Chelsea. What's it? But you know what I'm saying. We've got the professional head on, and we've got the supporting head on, like, you know what I'm saying? So we've got the Wednesday boy in the house, but not here. You were the England boy in the house as well here today. Yeah. And I know you came in with the Jords as well, so you are the day tripper. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Tripper.
On the day trip. But listen, with the Beatles all going down there, but how was your day trip today? I mean, the day trip ended up with 3 goals, so it couldn't have been too bad.
Yeah, the game, great. My journey here was a bit of a disaster in the sense that I managed to miss my flight by not checking in advance, so I had to pay a fee to change my flight about an hour later. But once I've got here, it's been great. Not like completely unlike anywhere I've been before. It's great, and we're just still exploring.
And the football itself, I mean, first half was a bit of a stalemate. My argument is that Wales didn't score, so Wales were in trouble and we were okay. In the second half they had to come at us and we just went bang, 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 see you later.
Yeah. I thought even in the first half we looked in control. I thought it was just a case of getting that goal, and then they would start flowing from there, which is what happened. All good. On to Senegal.
Yeah, Senegal. So listen, I'm going to button into the conversations here. More boys in the house.
Hi, mate.
Listen, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Listen, game today. Just tell me about this game. You saw the previous 2 games.
I did.
Listen, I spoke to you a couple of days ago as well. So
yeah.
The previous 2 games, how did this one compare to them?
Just a very slow start, similar to the America game. And I actually think without Rashford's free kick early in the second half, it might have panned out pretty similar. I thought we were devoid of any attacking options really in the first half, but then once we got that lead and Wales had to open up a little bit, I felt that there was there for more goals, to be honest. I was a bit disappointed with 3-0 in the end. Thought we were 4 or 5.
Yeah, okay, I mean the disappointment, which is all good, but at the end of the day, looking back on it, because obviously there's been a bit of negativity that's been going down about the England performances, about what England's done, but listen, they scored 9 goals. I mean, they let in a couple, but they've scored 9 goals, and they've finished top of the group. And you can't. I mean, there's other countries. I'm speaking to people from all around the world, and they're just going England. Oh yeah, well, who are you going to be at the top? Oh, it's going to be England. It's going to be France. It's going to be Brazil. But they're all saying England. It's almost like
I agree.
Yeah, it's almost like we can get a lot more negative about ourselves than other people around the world do.
Yeah, fully agree. I think England are one of maybe 4 teams that can go on and win the tournament. It doesn't guarantee it. Obviously, we're lined up probably to play France in a last 8 if we get that far. That's a tough game, but if we won that game, there's no reason why we couldn't win the whole thing, really.
And he made a few changes today. Did you think those changes made any difference, or is it almost like a bit of a squad rotation thing, knowing that we're going to go into the knockouts anyway?
Yeah, I thought it was good that Kyle Walker obviously got some minutes. Not usually Henderson's biggest fan, but I thought he played really well today. Added a lot of energy to the team, which was needed. I think Mason Mount looked a bit stale in the last game, so it was good to get him out of the team. In that sense, not for good, obviously. But yeah, I was happy with the changes. I thought the subs he made were very clever as well. Got people minutes like Calvin Phillips, etc. But yeah, happy with the changes, happy with the team performance overall.
And Senegal?
And what, sorry?
Senegal
next, yeah. Tough game, winnable, but not if you underperform. They're a very tough team, very energetic, physical. Got some good players that are underrated as well. I think it'll be a tough game. We'll be favourites, but it can go either way.
Got England fans here in the queue We've got the queue. They put on entertainment for us as we're waiting for our train as well. You can hear the music, and there's all sorts of spinning and lights and everything like that going on here, entertaining us as we're waiting for the train. Lots of queuing, it has to be said, going on here. Lots of walking. I've done lots of steps, and I don't need to go to the gym when I get back because I've overdone the gym action. But tell you something, how has your experience been over here?
My experience has been fantastic. It's not my first tournament, it's my fourth tournament. And everything that our media has been saying over the last month, 2 months, especially in the last week, couldn't be further from the truth. The Qataris have been welcoming, they've been great hosts, and more than anything else, you don't see any trouble anywhere. And this has been a great advert for football. They've been a great advert for football. Nobody gets everything right. It's human nature to get things wrong. But overall, they've done a great job. And I think you'll find when you speak to most fans that have come to this country, most fans from around the world that have been, will tell you how great it's been. Not many people have had a bad experience. Most people have had a great experience. And most importantly, memorable.
And this is interesting because I'm not saying this is all different points of views and different pre-match experiences and fan experiences. I mean, I'm just wondering, what have you been doing before the match, during the day, and in the evenings? What's been?
We've been to Souk Waqif on an evening. We've been to different fan zones, but more importantly, if you get to a game soon enough, there's enough going on before the games. There's enough entertainment, not just for the fans, but just for everyone. They're accommodating everybody. Nobody feels as though, there's nothing here for me. You know, you can go there, you could be an hour and a half before the game, but there's enough for everybody. Would you agree?
Listen, again, I'm just letting you speak because again, everyone's got different experiences, you know, and I'm not. Listen, I'm feeling and hearing your enthusiasm, and like I said to you, you've been to 4 World Cups, I've been to 9 World Cups, so everyone has kind of, you always mix and match, and you sort of kind of like
you take the positives from everything.
Yeah,
and you got to remember, every World Cup that you go to, the media will always find something. In Germany, they thought there'll be too much trouble. Was there any trouble? There wasn't. They said in South Africa it won't be safe. It was safe. They said in Brazil, oh well, be careful, that might not be safe, but it was safe. They said Russia won't be safe. It was safe. And Qatar, oh well, can they host the tournament? I think they have. They've done a bloody good job, haven't they?
Yeah, so listen, they've hosted, like I said, they've hosted the tournament. Coming to the matches, okay, England are through.
Yeah.
Okay, they've been getting, talking about negativity, they've been getting some negative press as well because they haven't gone and they come out the traps in every single game and they haven't scored 75 goals in each game. And people have got, you know, a bit disappointed. But the fact is that they have finished top of the group. You know, they scored 9 goals, and
that's the main thing. It doesn't matter how we get through, as long as we get through. If we win a game, it doesn't matter how you win the game. We have to win games. That's what we're here for.
And like I said, they've done the game. But just taking it back now that we're through. Is there anything that you might change or tweak? You know, if you were to Southgate.
I think, to be honest with you, I think he went with a game plan for this game right from the get-go to be quite attacking, and I think that's what he needs to stick to. I think he's been very cautious, which is fine. It's worked for a lot of the time as he's been manager, but now I think we just snap the shackles off and let's see what we can do. If we don't try, we'll never know, will we?
And you've got an accent from the middle of the country there. Which one is it? Birmingham City, Aston Villa, or West Brom?
Yorkshire.
Oh, is it Yorkshire? I've got it completely wrong. So tell me, which one is it? Bradford.
You've got it in one, mate.
The Bradford City. Are you one of the Bangla posse, the Bangla Bantams?
No. We are just football supporters. Yes. We support everybody. That's the most important thing.
This is the important thing.
Football.
That's right.
It's for everybody.
And we know, you know that. And I know that.
And somebody else needs to tell Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer that as well. That it's not just for certain people. It is for everybody, and the fact that it's come to Qatar, it's come to this part of the world. If we didn't try, we'd never know. And to be honest with you, do you see people complaining? You don't see anybody complaining. It's been great. The only people that are complaining are the BBC and ITV. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How could you not have the opening ceremony on?
Yeah, well, I missed that one because I was on a plane on the way over here, or on the way over to Israel at the time, trying to get over through the back door route as we do, try and get the cheapest way possible.
But you got here.
Yeah.
And would you come back? Would you come back here? Would you come back to Qatar?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'd come back. Right, not for any reason, because
say if there was another, and it's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, would you come back to this region to another football tournament?
I would come for a football tournament if my team was playing, yes, because I'm a person that follows my team around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? Personally with you, out of all the 9 tournaments I've been to, this is number 9 on my list, okay? But still, my list starts at 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
So it doesn't start at 2 out of 10.
No.
For me, you get people who are playing football, right, and watching football, and together and having a laugh. You tweak it and you adapt it, and this is what's happened for this tournament here. People have had to adapt how they normally watch their football and enjoy their football. So for me, for me, I still really enjoyed myself. I've met loads of people just in the queues and on the metro and walking down the street and everything like that. So it's been all good.
Every day count, make memories.
That's right.
Take care.
So I've got Wales fan in the house here as well. First of all, I'd say some commiserations, but the first thing I will say to you is that Wales have got to their first ever World Cup in 60 plus years now. So that must be a very proud moment for you.
It is. I'm 55 years of age myself. This is my 80th Wales away trip. I never in my wildest dreams thought we'd qualify for anything, let alone 2 Euros and 1 World Cup in the space of 6 years. So for a country that with the smallest population to qualify, I think it hasn't gone well in the field. We just haven't got the players, but I think we can hold our heads high and think we've done probably the best we can, and I've had a whale of a time. Qatar wasn't the country the British media portrayed it to be, and it wasn't the experience that they portrayed it to be. It's been fantastic, so I've loved every second of it. Get it to be going home, but hey, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. I mean, listen, you like I said to you reached the semi-final of the Euros, and you've had a great time, but you have to be getting off now to get on your plane to get back. So listen, good luck to Wales, and we'll catch up with you. Maybe we're getting off here as well. Actually, we're all getting off at the same place, which is all good. This is what happens. This is where the party is on the metro. Everyone's sort of bumping into each other in the metro, seeing each other here and stuff like that. But like I said to you, good luck to you. Good luck to you.
What podcast is it?
Yeah, look, I said good luck to you. And what we'll do is I'll see you at the next tournament in the Euros.
Top man, thank you ever so much.
I have a USA fan in the house, and he believes that he can win. Because today the USA did win, didn't they?
That's right, 1-0.
That's right. And how did that game go? Because it was tenterhooks because Iran came back from the dead, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
USA's going to win it all.
Yeah. The USA's going to win it all, as they say. Very confident USA fans there in the house, and very, very short interview as well, because he was actually getting on the other train. As I said to you, this is kind of where the party's always at. On the metro, people will just bump into all sorts of characters. Let's see, we're going on to Al Mansour, which is where our apartment is, and this is where a lot of people are going as well. So hopefully I'll be able to catch up with somebody on the train here going down to Al Mansour. So listen, as I said to you, on the metro, this is where you people from all sorts, and this kind gentleman here gave up his seat for me. I don't know if he said that he wanted to give up the seat to the elders. I thought I was looking quite young, but obviously he's given up the seat to me here, which is very kind. And like I said to you, you said that you're from Jordan, but you're living here in Qatar. The first thing I want to ask you is that, are you very proud that the World Cup has come to your country?
I respect to you because you are in my country. You should respect you. You need just you look for you same your country.
So he's saying he's paying respect to me because I've come to his country, so he's actually let me sit down as well. And talking at the World Cup though, are you happy that the World Cup's here?
Yeah, I'm very happy for this one. I am very, very happy. But it's my language is way later. I don't can speak English because my mother language it's Arabic.
Okay, I wish I understand. So that's why I'm trying to speak slowly for you as well. But you're obviously very happy because in Qatar, everybody has been waiting for this World Cup for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, we should all someone is happy if you're coming. All someone for all country it's coming here in Qatar for FIFA. It's good for me. I am very, very happy for Arabic country. It's having visit like this one.
Yeah, and does it make you feel proud?
Yeah, I make me proud. I'm respect. Yeah, I'm strong now because now it's all someone if you can show what you this Qatar.
Yeah,
it's country Arabic.
That's good. And obviously Jordan didn't make the World Cup. Qatar was in the World Cup. Unfortunately, they went out today in the World Cup. But there are other teams in the World Cup. Who do you now looking for to win this World Cup?
This cup? Yes. Maybe.
Brazil, you think Brazil's the one? Yeah. So you're carrying the Brazil flag now, are you?
In my dream, I'm living in Brazil, in São Paulo. Okay. For now, I am happy for all one. but we should leave Brazil swing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, thank you very much for being, playing with respect as well. And listen, there's been people have been absolutely wonderful in this country. It's been really great. We've had a really nice time. So thank you very much.
Thank you for you. It's you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Back at the apartment, we're off the madness of the train. Back in the apartment, it's all just winding down now. It's all starting to sink in now. We're in the knockout stages. It's a bit weird because normally you're sort of kind of used to seeing who else has got through to the knockout stages first, and then you get through and you think, oh, that's cool, they're through as well. But we're like one of the first teams to get through to the knockout stages, so it's a very different experience. So we're looking excuse me, I'm killing myself, ahead of ourselves now to see who else we may or may not be meeting over the next few games if we manage to beat Senegal in the next game as well.
One game at a time, Bill.
One game at a time. I said a big if, but it's been. I'll tell you something. I'm knackered. We got up very early. I don't know what I've done this today. We went up to the souk. Did we go up to the souk? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we went to souk, West Bay, Cornish. We've been all sorts of places this morning. Barbecues. That's right. And that's right. So it's been a very, very tiring day. And I know Andy's on a 24-hour from Dubai. A load of people have flown in from Dubai. They've just got the one-day hire card in effect as well. The one-day flight, turning it around, coming in the morning, going back very early the next morning. There was like about 472 flights going out today, wasn't it?
I think there's just out of DWC alone, I think there's about 30 flights. I know after the US game, I went back and it was like a scene out of Dunkirk. There was just bodies just lying, waiting for their various flights all over the airports, all on the floor and stuff like that. But the interesting thing is the flights. It's all nationalities are coming in and connecting through Dubai. So it's quite a good atmosphere around the airports. Not tonight, I just need to go there and I just need to rest. I'm shattered, like yourself, Bill. It's been a long day. It was a long first half, but we got there eventually in the second half there. I think we were pretty comfortable all the way through, but they needed to come at us at some stage, and I think before they could even really do that, Rashford's free kick just put that to bed a bit, or made them speed up a bit more coming to us, and then the decisive second goal, game over really then. But good day, good atmosphere. Senegal. I don't know, that could be a tricky one. I know they haven't got Mane, but I don't know. You don't know what you're going to get with them. That will be an interesting. I'm looking forward to that game. It'll be an interesting game.
Looking forward to that game, very much so. I'm just wondering, do you think England performed the way that they performed, as in like the first half? Again, I mean, I heard that you, if it's not your missus, was almost falling asleep in the first half. Is that right?
Yeah, she was falling asleep, and there was moments there I was as well. But that's just because we were comfortable. I didn't really feel it. I didn't think we stepped out of first gear. We didn't really have to do anything.
And I think this is what my question was going to be. Do you think that, at the end of the day, because England knew that Wales had to win this game, they're just thinking, look, let's just mess around a little bit here. Let's not really kind of go for it. Let them just let's just wind the clock down almost until we actually make it that they have to actually do something or something happens.
Yeah, I think that's what we were waiting for, because, like I say, I thought we were just comfortable and I think Wales was the onslaught, if you like, was going to come in the second half, but scoring that free kick early in the first half sort of preempted that. In the second half preempted that. So it was. I mean, it was a nothing first half because it didn't need to be. We were comfortable, safe, waiting for them to, go for it, drop their guard, whatever, to change, because they had to at some stage go for it. I don't know what stage the other scores was on in the other game, or if Wales knew about it or whatever, but No, it was comfortable. It was all right.
Yeah.
I do think Kane's injured though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the little rumour going around that Kane had a scan. He might be injured. He's not playing at 100%.
He's carrying that. He's definitely carrying something. It's just like, although saying that, it's Foden's goal, a couple of through balls in the first half, but he's getting around the pitch and just his first touch a few times and his sharpness more than anything. I don't know. It just seems a bit off. You know, it could be just had one of those things, but linked with that tackle in the first game, maybe. I don't know. I just think he looks a bit leggy, or he's carrying something at the moment. So
yeah, well, we'll see.
There's opportunities for others. Foden's come in tonight, got his goal, played well, made some good runs. Grealish has played well in these little cameos when he's come on. That's what you want. It's competition in the squad. So yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. So listen, plenty of competition. We are at the end of the group stage as far as England are concerned. Other teams are still thereabouts. I'm actually flying back to London tomorrow. I've done a bit of a calculated scenario where I'm flying back to go home for a week to see the family, see the kids, and I've got a coach. Obviously, the old Barnet Panthers. I'll be taking them on Saturday. We've got a game on Saturday as well, which I'm looking forward to actually coaching that one as well. And then I've actually booked a flight back already for the quarters, so we're going to be doing. I'm not counting any chickens or anything like that, but so we're going to still have some podcasts. Yeah, we're going to have to. Obviously, yeah, we're going to still have. I'll do some podcasts. I might do them local, but I also might start getting some feedback still here from Doha. I've got all sorts of characters out here as well, so we'll get that feedback, piece it all together, and we'll put it out there. So look forward to that. I want to say thank you everybody for listening. I've had loads of feedback from people that I had no idea that was listening to this podcast from various different clubs, not only Brentford, like I said to you, it's various different clubs, and you seem to be very much enjoying it. If you do like it, please just write us a review on iTunes and all other places you can write reviews as well. And also don't forget to just give us 5 stars on that, and apparently goes up the charts as well. Don't forget to buy us a beer if you like us at besotted.com/beer. Also, if you want to join our little social media community, besotted.com global. It's called Besotted Global. But like I said to you, I am going to have a right good kick today. Actually, I'm going to be on Radio 5 tomorrow morning about 8 o'clock in the morning as well, which you may or may not catch that as well, which is 11 o'clock this time, which is actually quite late here as well. And then I'm going to get my flight back home to London, and then I will be back in Doha next week. But thanks for listening. My name's Billy Grant, and I've very much enjoyed this last week and a little bit, or last week and 10 days out here in Doha.
It's been emotional.